Today on Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, Protecting the Wild. We're riding the waves, exploring a beloved species and the conservation project that's fighting to save it.
Oh, look at this. I've never seen anything as cute.
We'll dive into action alongside biologists and artists. Put me to work. Who are turning the tide to preserve the precious puffin.
I feel like we've made a real difference here.
Gives me a lot of hope for the future.
And me as well.
Ask yourself this question: why is conservation so important?
For over 60 years, we've explored stories of hope from across the animal world.
Join us on new adventures for a new generation.
This is Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, Protecting the Wild. This morning, we've traveled to the rocky coastline of New England, home of an adorable, iconic species that's one of the most recognizable seabirds in the North Atlantic.
We're here today in Maine, and we're going to learn about the Atlantic puffin.
Isn't it beautiful? Coastal Maine, and I am so excited. I remember growing up watching Marlin Perkins talk about the plight of the puffins.
That is so cool. And this species fascinates me. They're a highly social species. They kind of need their buddies in order to thrive. And they also are highly migratory. It makes conservation really challenging.
Well, I hope we've timed it right, because I know these birds spend about 9 months a year in the ocean and come back just to hatch their chicks out and raise them here on the island.
Well, I hope you get to see some today.
I do too, I'm ready.
If you've ever seen an Atlantic puffin, one thing stands out immediately.
Cute. I can't think of a better word.
Cute.
They're pretty cute.
But don't let those disarming looks fool you. These little birds are rugged survivors.
A little puffin can live over 30 years.
Puffins can fly about 50 miles an hour. They dive 200 feet, flying faster underwater than fish can swim. When they're on land, they can dig 8 feet or more to build a nesting burrow.
They don't start laying eggs till they're 4 or 5 years old. Before they lay eggs, they spend those years just out at sea. So the fact that they are so small and so strong is an amazing thing.
Historically, puffins return to small islands across New England every summer to raise their pufflings. But in the 1800s, things started to change.
There was a lot of hunting of puffins, a lot of changes to the habitat that we introduced.
And by 1902, there was only 1 pair remaining in the whole state of Maine on just 1 island. They weren't totally gone, but as close to it as you could get.
Something had to be done. So in the early 1970s, Steve Kress came up with a bold plan to reintroduce puffins to Maine.
So when we started Project Puffin, nobody had done a project like this before. We didn't really know how things were going to go.
Dr. Marlin Perkins, the original host of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, visited the island of Eastern Egg Rock to document Steve's plan.
Whether or not man will be able to reverse the damage he has done to the population of Atlantic puffins is not yet known, but certainly he is trying.
Steve Kress and his team developed revolutionary conservation techniques, and the legacy of their work continues to protect puffins to this very day.
This is where it all started.
Perhaps in years to come, a true breeding colony will be reestablished here on Eastern Egg Rock.
Perhaps a breeding colony will be established.
He was there to experience the first of the returning group of puffins, and now we're going to get to meet the people who did it back then.
That's so great.
While Dr. Rae travels to Hog Island to meet Steve Kress, I'm heading out to Eastern Egg Rock, where Project Puffin began.
All right, let's go. Okay.
Eastern Egg Rock is a small 7-acre island. It is what heaven looks like to a puffin. We have really dedicated young biologists who spend all summer living on Eastern Egg Rock, protecting the seabirds there.
The 8-mile journey is not for the faint of heart.
Eric, are you hanging on up there?
It is an adventure.
And we like a good challenge. I noticed the first thing you gave me was a life jacket. Is this any indication of our day?
Hopefully not. It's great
that you guys are here gives us an opportunity to resupply the folks out there fresh water, some food, some technical supplies, make sure they have what they need.
As soon as we arrive, the biologists who live here row out to meet us.
Hello.
Hey there.
The water and food we brought to them is a very welcome sight.
Hey, thank you.
Well, that was a great landing.
I'll follow you.
Yeah.
Incredibly, after 50 years, Project Puffin is still going strong.
And here we are, the heart of Eastern Egg Rock.
Hi. Nice to meet all of you. This 7 acres just seems like ideal habitat for birds, but how do you survive out here?
Yeah, it can be a little bit dirty, a little bit hot, a little bit cold, all the extremes. It's so exciting to be part of Project Puffin because it's just this incredible, long-standing program. So we continue to come out every year. We protect the puffins. We help to monitor how healthy they are and how healthy the ocean is, like the Gulf of Maine itself.
Emma and her team also carefully find and monitor every chick on the island. Pufflings stay hidden deep in these rocky cracks.
I think there's one in here.
Luckily, Megan is an expert at finding them.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at this.
Thank you, Meg.
Never seen anything as cute. Look at this little puffin.
Just a handful of days old. So we're gonna take some little measurements for it.
Okay. These measurements, called biometrics, keep track of puffin colonies over decades.
23 millimeters.
This little chick is proof that Project Puffin is working. With any luck, it will return back to Egg Rock to make little pufflings of its own.
I think that's everything we need from it. So yeah, we'll pass it back down to Meg in the hole.
All right, coming back to the nursery, Meg.
There we go.
There you go, little guy.
This morning, we're visiting the beautiful rocky coastline of Maine. And we're helping protect a precious species of seabird called puffins. Just 50 years ago, conservationists feared puffins might disappear from the coastlines of New England. But thanks to the hard work of Steve Kress and his colleagues, puffins have returned. Well, I'm honored to be here with you. And this is where your idea hatched.
Exactly. The puffin plan that I came up with was to move little puffin chicks, fuzzy little puffin chicks, from a large colony in Canada back to Eastern Egg Rock, and to take the place of their parents to feed them in their little burrows until they were about 6 weeks old. This method, which is now called translocation of chicks, nobody had tried this before.
Project Puffin was a success beyond Steve's wildest dreams. Today, there are over 1,500 breeding pairs of puffins in New England.
I feel like we've made a real difference here. I mean, it isn't just the puffins on Egg Rock. It's learning that this is possible.
Yeah. From knowing Marlin in the past, what do you think he would be thinking today?
I think he'd be thrilled. He would be amazed to be on the island today, to be among hundreds of puffins, and young biologists still having the passion, still caring enough to make a difference.
Egg Rock is only about the size of 5 football fields, but for the biologists of Project Puffin, it's home.
It's such an adventure to come out to these remote islands that almost nobody ever gets to see.
Emma and her colleagues live on Egg Rock for months at a time, and they keep careful records of the puffins, the terns, laughing gulls, and other seabirds that nest here. The data they collect is invaluable for conservation.
What about water and bathing and food? Where does that come from?
Fresh water is brought in on boats from the mainland, and we collect rainwater off of the roof here, and then can use that for some washing, and otherwise seawater, which we use for dishes and for some cooking as well.
Where do you spend the night?
Yeah, you want to see our tents?
Love to.
Yeah, let's go. You can see Jacob's tent. He's got one of the best ones on the island.
Jacob.
Yeah, hi.
So this is home?
Yes, this is where I live for 3 months out of the year.
So you're in your tent in the pouring rain, sometimes sleeting. The seagulls come at 4:30 in the morning. Your tent gets flattened sometimes. Why do you do it?
For me, I don't really question it. I think all of us get really into it, and we love living out here so much. This is the best part of our year. We get to be out here dirty, grimy, all our tents and clothes are moldy, but we love it, and we're gonna be out here every year until we can't be anymore.
I think it does take a certain personality type who wants to spend time out on a rock like this. It's hard work and extreme conditions, but every moment is valuable because you feel like you're contributing to something important. It's just like the most incredible job you could ever have.
Today, nearly all of the puffins born on Eastern Egg Rock will return to this island to nest and raise their pufflings.
These little baby legs.
But when Marlin Perkins and Wild Kingdom visited back in 1979, the puffins born on Eastern Egg Rock weren't coming back. That's when Steve Kress and his team made one of their most important discoveries. The secret to enticing puffins to Eastern Egg Rock were decoys.
The puffin decoys being made are used to give a relocated puffin the sense that adults are already here. If on its first return here, the young puffin were to find no other puffins, it might not have the confidence to land or stay.
And it worked like magic. And they started laying eggs among the decoys. I was beside myself. And I hadn't realized at the time, but I had kind of like stumbled on maybe the best method that Project Puffin has come up with. And that's a method that we now call social attraction.
And the discovery helped transform seabird conservation.
My name is Susan Schubel. They call me Seabird Sue. I'm the Decoy project manager. Welcome to my shop.
Wow, this is really cool.
We started this project using what became called social attraction tools. Birds recognize an island when they see other birds there. They know that it's a safe place, they can find food, they can raise a chick.
Social attraction tools are now the international standard for seabird conservation programs around the world.
Would you like to help paint some decoys?
Count me in.
All right,
Okay,
let's go.
Put me to work.
When I'm painting the decoys, I do like to think about the real birds, encountering the decoys and each other.
How perfect does this need to be?
Not perfect at all.
Oh, good.
Working out of this tiny shop, a germ of an idea on a small island, and now we're around the world.
Back on Eastern Egg Rock Island, the ongoing research at Project Puffin has larger implications.
It's not just about puffins, but also about climate change and the way that it's impacting the Gulf of Maine, which is the fastest warming body of water on Earth.
We need more information about the ocean. We need to be paying attention to the lessons we can learn from puffins and other ocean wildlife.
That's why tracking wildlife over time is such a crucial conservation tool. And giving out puffin identification bands is what the Egg Rock team does best.
We just caught an adult puffin in a box trap just about 2 minutes ago, so we're gonna run out and band it and measure it,
Excellent.
and we're gonna go right now.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's do it. The box trap has a little trap door, and you pull the string, and the puffin falls into the box.
Oh, look at the plumage on it. Oh, he's beautiful.
It's a healthy bird.
Yes, he is.
Once you've got them in the box, you take a couple of measurements, make sure that they're healthy.
435.
Wait, 435?
So is that a normal weight?
That's a pretty good weight, yeah. And then we put a band on them so that we can ID them in the future.
So each bird you catch will be banded if it's the right age, right?
Yeah, with these 9-digit bands, we're able to recite them over and over and over, so sometimes 30 years of recite.
So this is a lifetime band.
This is a lifetime band, yeah, that's right.
Now, I notice it's snug but loose enough to move around a little bit.
Yeah,
Is that-
that's right.
Okay,
Good.
perfect fit, well done.
Right. We're gonna have Peter launch the puffin. So you're gonna wanna hold pretty firmly. Its feet might get into scratch or it might try to bite, but you'll sort of stand up onto something high.
Okay.
And then you're gonna launch the puffin up and into the air.
Into the wind.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Have you all been bitten a few times?
We have.
Bite really hard.
My goal is to prevent that. Okay. All right, little guy. Off you go, back to the ocean where you belong. I hope you come back here and lay lots of eggs. Ready? Wow, a thrill. I can't believe I just turned a puffin loose back to the ocean.
Yeah, oh, and we need a name for it.
Need a name.
Would you like to name
Yeah,
it?
you should name it.
Yes. How's Marlin?
Marlin.
Marlin.
I love that. Yeah, put it on the sheet right now.
Perfect.
And it's official. From now on, this little puffling will be known as Marlin.
Has Marlin made the registry?
There he is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Project Puffin may be 50 years old, but the biologists continuing its legacy are still revolutionizing seabird conservation.
Puffins spend most of their year out at sea. In the 1970s, we had no idea where puffins spent their time when they were not at a colony. It's only been in recent years that we've been able to answer some of those questions.
We've had an amazing revolution in animal tracking devices. These tags fit on the back of a puffin and not be too much of a burden. They can carry them around safely. These tags can transmit data to a receiver we have on the island at the colonies, and we can start to look at data.
Project Puffin has learned that these little birds, weighing only a little more than 1 pound, migrate from the coast of Maine across the entire North Atlantic as far east as Norway.
Using data from these tags, we've identified really important places in the ocean that we can protect for puffins and all kinds of other wildlife. You know, we look back at the legacy of all the conservation work here. You know, we're really excited about where we've been, even more excited about the future.
People can make a difference. We can choose to protect wildlife. If we give puffins half a chance, we'll hang on to them. It's not too late.
This has been amazing, and for so many reasons. These conservationists had this idea in the 60s, so it was kind of heart and passion that kept them going. And today they're able to say they're successful because they hung in there. Steve and his team of biologists are creating a legacy, and you know, Wild Kingdom is a part of that legacy too, thanks to Marlin Perkins.
In high school, I was watching Wild Kingdom, as I always did, and I saw the episode with Steve Kress, and I thought, I'd like to do that. So I begged for a chance, and then I came up here and found my puffins.
I'm very pleased that I'm back on Wild Kingdom again, and that the show continues, because more people need to know inspiring stories of hope. That's what people need more than ever. They need to know what's possible. They need to know that they can make a difference.